Anyway, I know one thing that for absolute certain that we're going to have to do is bring in a lot more resources. So I'm going to return to the plan that I kind of started to mention earlier, which is to start bringing in copper, iron, and titanium through another interplanetary logistics system. So we've got an awful lot of stuff on us, most of which we shouldn't, well, not that we shouldn't, but we don't need to be carrying. Could just do with another little storage bin around here. So these are all full up, so we'll get rid of that. But no, let's build what we need first and then we'll empty out. So one thing that we absolutely need more of is the conveyors. So let's go and restock on those first. So here it is. Let's grab a bunch of T1s and let's get building. Oh, yep. Stop there and go and collect more of these. Okay, so over 1,000 pieces of conveyor, I think that will work. That should be a good start at least. Okay, we also need more sorters, presumably. How are we doing on sorters? Let's have a look. Sorters, there you are. So we've only got not even a full stack of T2, so let's definitely build more of those. For that, we'll need some engines, so let's grab some of them. And next up, also massive stack of sorters on the way. We are okay for processors, so I'm not going to worry about that. Smelters, we do auto produce those, so I'm just going to take another stack. Miners, we don't produce automatically, so let's make sure that we've got plenty of those. Power poles we'll definitely need to stock up on, so let's take another stack of you. Okay, good. I think that's pretty much everything that we're gonna need to take with us to the other planet. I suppose a few more boxes wouldn't hurt as well, so let's add as many in as we can. And with everything else, we'll dump it. Really should go through these boxes at some point and kind of organize them a little bit more. I'm just dumping things and then completely forgetting about what I've dumped, which is not the ideal thing to do. Take back everything we actually need to take with us. Do we need any of these other bits? Probably not. Lots of building materials, really. Still making conveyors, got all of the sorters on the go there. Hey, I think we're good to go. Last checks. Yes, okay. We are good to go, but only once I have restocked on graphite. Get completely out of that in the suit, so let's completely restock it. And before we take off, let's make sure that we are working with a full those don't seem to be doing the trick anymore. in terms of charging us. We move away. Oh no, okay, so they are doing a little bit. It's just the suit's power is so large at this point. It's just very slow to refill. Let's give it a little bit of a helping hand. Put a few more down. Nearly there, nearly there. Excellent. Let's take some of them back. And away. Right, where is Denibula 1? There you are. Go. And return, because I just remembered like the most important thing that I needed to take with us, which we do not have. Yeah, of course, if we want to be bringing these materials back, we're going to need more logistics towers. So let's hold our horses for a second and get that fixed. So what do we need? Steel, titanium, microprocessors, and the weird purpley things. Weird purpley things, microprocessors, bit of titanium, more weird purpley things. Steel was another one, wasn't it? Where can I find steel? Must be some steel in here somewhere. Just take it from the supplies. Okay, we need more microprocessors. I think there's a big stack in here. Yeah, big stack in there. Cool. Right, we need 2 of these, and then to create some of these, we just need 40 of the purpley things, which we've got. We don't have any titanium alloy, so let's just grab that, and then we can build. Oh, of course, we're going to need drones as well. Urgh. Okay, we've got everything that we need for producing the towers themselves, so that's fine. But yeah, drones. I did drop some drones in here earlier. So yeah, we've got some of the small drones there. We'll need the engines to make more. And that's it. Right. Where did I make the production for our engines? Ooh. Cannot remember for the life of me where that stuff is. Oh, there's large engines. We're going to need 20 of those in total, mind you. Yeah, 10 will do for now. And it'll be 50 mini drones. 50 mini drones. We've got 13 missing iron. There we go. Finally. Yeah, nowhere near enough. Missing the small thrusters. Yeah, so found where the large engines are being created. Now, where are the... And question asked and answered. There they are. It's more than enough for now. Okay, that's everything that we're going to need on the other side. We're going to need to build more drones to man the new stations on this planet, but I can worry about that when I get back. So, away! Whilst we're traveling, let's get the big towers. Oh, of course, I now don't have enough titanium alloy because a lot of it went into making drones. Ah, third time's the charm, people. Third time's the charm. Need some titanium alloy. And again, there should some in these boxes that I always miss and overshoot. There they are. Yes, tons of it. Okay, we need to make 2 of those. Good. Right, we are now good to go. Until the next thing that I remembered that I forgot. So we're just going to be making a bunch of facilities on Denibola 1 to make the ingots, and then we'll ship those ingots back to our starter planet. Oh, damn it. Overshot the planet. Very easy to do. Right, where are our facilities are all over this way. So I'm looking now for an area that has copper, iron, and titanium in reasonably close proximity and is also close to our power network, so we don't have to start extending power all over the show. So lots of copper around here. Not a great deal of iron, though. Let's keep searching. Copper, more copper, stone, silicon, silicon. Or silicon. This does not bode well. Might have to look further afield then. Unfortunate and annoying, but it is what it is. I do need to be wary of my power consumption though, because as you can see, my suit is running out of power, and I've just traveled all the way away from anything that can recharge me. And the suit's got plenty of graphite in it, but if we need a quick boost, we ain't gonna get it. Well, this is less than ideal. This planet just does not seem to have the resources I need it to have. So with that in mind, let's not look at this planet. No, not Dyson sphere. Let's go to the star map. We might have to go to Denibola 4. Which does, of course, we need power. Oh, and that's always miles away. Let's have a look. What do you have? Denibola 4. Iron, yeah, like nearly 8 million. Titanium, tons of it. Copper, less so. That's a problem. Ha! Mind you, copper is not. Uh, oh, decisions. I'm gonna have to take. I mean, there is still plenty of iron on that planet. I just don't know where it is. Maybe it's the nodes that I'm already mining. So, I mean, we've that's only being tapped by one miner though. Interesting. Is it being harvested elsewhere? No. So how much iron is there in this one? So 1.2 million in that. So let's go back to the star map. Yeah, there should be some more iron on this planet. Just need to search out a little bit better, I think. Let's try and do it this way. Silicon, stone, copper, silicon, copper. There it is. 22 iron veins. There we go. So we've got iron, we've got copper there. Titanium is not nearby. Mind you, we're already bringing in titanium in other places when we can hook everything else up with planetary logistics systems. Okay, I think that's what it has to be. So from there, right, I kind of roughly know where it is. No, I don't. Need to go to the other end of all of these solar panels. There it is. And then I believe if we head in this direction, but let's just be sure. Yes, it is in that direction. And as we are going along, we'll put the large power nodes in because these go over a longer distance than the small ones do. Can't be far. Yeah, nearly there. Okay, that should do it. Right. Now time to do the thing that we've done a million times before. Just set up tons of miners, tons of processors, or smelters rather, and get this mass producing. Hey, Can't quite get the angle there. There we go. Okay, and now just to hook all of this up. And do the outputs. And power. And then set the recipe. And away it goes. So I only set 4 of the miners to saturate this line, and as we can see, there are some smelters that aren't getting any iron, so that tells me that that isn't even pushing through. So what that actually tells me is that we need to do some upgrades, get some Mark III belts on the go. Yep, there we go. Now it's saturated. Good. So those 4 will be dealing with this facility. And where are we going to put? Yeah, probably right there. So we'll put our tower in here. So it's going to be locally demanding and remotely supplying. Is that correct? Yes, it is. So we'll throw our drones in. And where are the small ones? There they are. Oops. Back in. Good. So that is now filling up with iron. Look at that. That side's not even able to push it out. So again, that tells me we need to upgrade. Cool. That's all now working effectively, kind of. Still a bit of a bit of a bottleneck there as well. Yep, that seems to be working. Cool. That's sorted. So I'll go back and deal with the other iron in just a moment. I'm going to be doing something different with the other 4 miners. Let's get the copper up and running first, though. So same thing. Just going to throw in as many miners as we possibly can. Now, this copper facility is going to have to be much, much bigger than that iron facility because all 7 of those miners is going into one into one facility. Actually, no, that's probably not a good idea. We were oversaturated with 4 and having to use T3s. So yeah, probably not the smartest choice actually. So let's go along that line there. Probably to there is enough. Hey, smelter time. So how many did we do on the iron one? I'm going to try and replicate the system. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 14 total. Cool. Not very well aligned. Let's see if I can fix that up a little bit. And we'll do outputs. Cool. Oh. Also need power to the miners, of course. And then tons and tons of sorters. And a recipe. I'm going to change this slightly in an attempt to use less T3 conveyors than I would if I'd have kept with that configuration. In fact, it's going to have to be T3s from here. So actually, do you know what? It made very little difference, but never mind, it's done now. So set this up to receive copper, and it will locally demand it and remotely supply it. Wow, it's backed up all the way to there. It is taking in a lot though, and that it will sort itself out over time. Because I mean, as you can see, this is much less hectic than it was when I first started running it. So yeah, this will resolve itself too. But is that enough copper? No, no, it's not. We've still got 3 miners here, so let's carry on. Don't need quite as many on this side because we've only got 3 miners running, so let's just do it like that. Bring that back. And do him. Do that there. The outputs on this side we'll bring to there. And then we're going to want, once again, T3s. Going into the facility. Excellent. And once again, time to use our sources. Excellent. And need to do some upgrades over here as well. That'll probably be enough. Yeah, you see this line's not even getting to enter. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. Well, this one. Yeah, this one is slowly starting to kind of file in as well. Good. So we've got copper, lots of it coming in. And we've got iron ingots coming in. Now we have another 4 miners here. How is this doing? So in fact, it's not quite keeping up with demand. Not massively, but not quite. So I think what we'll do, we'll just add that one in to here. We'll use the remaining 5 for a slightly different project. All that research that I put on is done, so let's make sure we're not getting about that. So let's add in this. And what else? Oh, it's just that we need to get to the gravity matrix. Cool, good. So in fact, let's just add that on. Right, what are we doing with these? Now we need much less of them, hence why I've only used like 3 of the, about 2 miners is probably enough for this. Just don't really want to mess around extending this facility. In fact, you know what? There is a little bit of room. I gave myself a little bit of leeway in case I decided to make a change. So let's actually do just that. Add in a couple more. Not that we need it, because as you can see, it's actually stopped moving. That's because this facility is full. Of course, once we've got the other logistics tower on the home planet, accepting this, that will, you know, that problem will disappear. Let's copy that. In we go. Okay, these 3. Yeah, we need much less of them, but we do need the metal iron ring things as well. And I don't want to forget about those. So I'm going to produce them on this planet. Now, is this overkill? It most certainly is, but I don't want to have to come back and do this later. So just one big facility now, and I never have to think about making them ever again. Just trim that back a little bit. You know what? I think I'm going to end up regretting this. May well come back and change this at a later date. Might have actually been a wiser move to have some of these iron miners to produce steel as well. Coming to think about it, but you know what? Yeah, screw it, let's do it. This is absolutely overkill. Just leave it like that. We'll chop this all the way back. Move you and replace you. And have you two doing something slightly different. Not quite lining up is rather annoying. My OCD brain, but never mind. Okay, so we want everything on this side to be producing iron ingots. We want everything on this side to be producing steel. And let's set up inputs first. And the outputs of the steel too. And that means T3s for this long arm that goes from the iron smelter to the steel smelter. Not quite sure if 2 miners are going to keep up with this, but find out soon enough. Okay, good. But you know what? Seems to be keeping up really well, to the point where I might actually extend it. But before we do that, let's make sure that these things that we've just started producing all get to switch that up a little bit. In fact, you know what? No, that was a bad mistake. It's actually try that again, and we'll put it around this side. Great. And only going to need T2 conveyors for this bit. There's not a ton of rings being produced, and there's not a ton of steel being produced. We don't need to overdo it. So you'll be wanting rings, and you'll be locally demanding them. Also be locally demanding steel. There we go. Check on that steel facility. How well is it keeping up? Oh, not very well at all now, actually. No. I was going to say I'm going to expand this, but no. It's not quite getting enough. Whereas this is getting way too much. You know what? I'm going to switch this up a little bit. And of course, I'm probably not going to have them on me because I didn't think about... Oh, I do actually have some. Excellent. Yeah, so we'll put a splitter in here. Into there, out to there, but also out to there. Okay, how well is that keeping up with demand now? Good. It's getting all the way to the end. In fact, it's backing up just a little bit. So, you know what? Tiny bit of an extension to the steel production, just a tiny one. Just going to stick one more line in. Sweet. That's still actually keeping up with demand very, very well. So we go again. Cool. That's a nice big steel production facility now. Good. Hey, this is filling up with all of those lovely supplies. Now we need to actually start doing something with them, i.e. sending them back. So we're done on this planet for now. May return to do it a little bit more later, but yeah, for the time being, we're good. Let's just make sure that we're fully stocked up on power before we make the long journey home. Delete that all because we don't want it. That should be good. Yeah, I came here with almost 100 smelters and we've got 22 left. So that was a rather large construction project. Come on, power me up. Almost finished the research for the green cubes as well. And that's when we can actually figure out what our next step is. I mean, we needed all of these supplies to start flowing in so that whatever it is that we need to do for the green cubes, we've got the resources available. So it was an important first step. Right, good. Let's grab all those up. And don't know what all these littered things are, but destroy them. Cool. Back home. Spin a ball of 4. There we go. Oh, see how close it is this time. Okay, that's the purple production facility, so over here. Home. Right, green cubes. Not quite finished researching yet, but I do kind of know that I want the green facility to be somewhere over here, somewhere that's close to this. Now, building on the pole is a pain, so I think what I'm going to do is build the green stuff here. Right. Let's see if I can try and work backwards a little bit so that I get everything in the right place. So first of all, we'll need to go and collect some very important essential materials. We'll need a bit more copper. We'll need that probably. Glass we'll have to go and pick up elsewhere. Yeah, we'll take those with us. We'll take those, those. A bit more of that. Take these, and these, and these. Okay, that's a start. Don't need any of that. Got titanium, so I'm not too bothered. Take some microprocessors. Let's get that glass production going a little bit more. I detached this before because I didn't think we'd need as much, and now we're running out. So yeah, time to course correct. Excellent. Green research researched. Right. What does it require? It requires the lenses and the new processors. So quantum chips. Quantum chips require processors and plane filter. And the plane filter, that requires titanium glass and Casimir crystals. Titanium glass requires glass, titanium, and water. So that we can start producing. Casimir crystals, they require titanium crystals, graphene, and hydrogen. Oh, good Lord. This is going to be a very complicated assembly line. Very complicated indeed. Don't even know where to begin. So with that in mind, actually, let's not work backwards too much. I will place the labs, but nothing else as of yet. So do we have stone anywhere around here? Crude oil, iron, stone, perfect. So let's get a little bit of a glass facility on the go. Okay. Hey, glass up and running. What else? So let's again backtrack through this. Microprocessors we can get from a planetary logistics system. So that's fine. I'm not going to worry about creating those myself on this planet. But we need to make titanium glass, and titanium glass is glass, titanium, and water. So again, a planetary logistics system is going to be needed relatively soon. So let's get that in our inventory at least. Nope, because we need steel. Let's go and collect some.